Okay, there we go. Sorry, it took
There
me
you go.
on the technicalities. Thank you so much for being with us. It's exciting to have two SpongeBobs with us, and
The only two.
two.
The only ones. We're the only two people that have ever played him.
Exactly. So I was very curious to know if you guys regrouped and talked about SpongeBob as a character, if you gave each other hints or tips, well, more Tom to Ethan, I guess.
Yeah.
Or is there something that Ethan you spoke to Tom about to develop the future development of SpongeBob? Because the Broadway production is amazing. It's fantastic. We really enjoyed it. It's really powerful. I personally love that it has so many messages that are relevant today. And it gives also a lot of peace of mind to the kids. So I'm wondering if any of those conversations happened in terms of where do we want SpongeBob to go, who he is, any tips that you gave each other for the future of SpongeBob?
I'll let Ethan go.
Yeah. I mean, I think the advice maybe was a little more one way, coming from Tom to me, seeing as he's, the original. But I would say that a lot of it came indirectly. I watched a lot of SpongeBob and took in what his performance was saying. And I honestly, before we'd met, I was watching interviews and things to sort of see where he was coming from. And then in terms of like concrete advice, I do remember we showed up to the opening night party of our out-of-town tryout in Chicago wearing pretty much the same outfit. And he said, yeah, good, don't wear yellow. which I really appreciated. But I just like, I think that just really quickly to speak to what you were saying about the messages and how important it feels at this moment. I think it sort of unfortunately and fortunately sort of always is feeling prescient. It feels like this story about choosing love over fear, and also like in the broader implications of that in really specific ways, I think. But I think that I really got that from Tom's SpongeBob, from this person who really cares about his friends. He really, really deeply cares about the people in his community, and cares about people outside of his community, cares about everyone. And I think that broad sense of responsibility to the other people in the world or under the ocean is really important. And there are no exceptions, really. And that was really beautiful to me.
Well, and that's a big part of the Broadway show and a big part of SpongeBob's character even, but you don't think, it's definitely buried under layers of silliness and craziness and antic, nuttiness and Steve, but those attributes that you talked about, Ethan, were very much part of Steve Hillenburg's ethos, and he was trying to do all that with SpongeBob, but in a Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy way. And the Broadway show, like on the cartoon, we can do 11 minutes about SpongeBob tying his shoes. You can't do that on Broadway. There has to be a bigger thematic net cast. So I think what Tina Landau and the people that made the Broadway show were able to really brilliantly intuit was that all that inclusiveness and humanitarianism and all that is a part of SpongeBob's world outlook, without clubbing it over the head on the cartoon and saying it all the time, is they went down there and found that, and it kind of made the Broadway show have this added patina of mattering, of depth.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tati.
Okay, I'm back because I have a question for you, Tom, because I thought Ethan did a marvelous job on stage. He represented so many different layers of SpongeBob, and the gymnastics with the singing were mind-blowing. But to me, I would feel a bittersweet emotion of having somebody else play the character that I've been doing for so long, and the character that possibly I brought to life with so many wonderful qualities. I think it was fantastic that you were Patsy the Pirate and you were amazing as it, but as that character. But how do you feel about passing the baton over?
Incredibly bitter. I got to be honest. I hate Ethan. I tried to cut the brake line on his car. He noticed it before he. No, I loved it. No, to me, like SpongeBob is like a big character. It wasn't. Now, if somebody else was voicing SpongeBob in an animated version, I would be probably sad about that. Like, oh man, that's kind of my baby. But with if that was happening right now. But like in terms of like Broadway, especially after watching Ethan do that show one time, I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad I'm not doing that. But first of all, it would be physically impossible for me to do that, so it's not even on the table. But no, I thought, to me, SpongeBob is a big enough character. Like, to me, it kind of cemented SpongeBob's status as somebody that's big enough, like, I don't know, like Batman or James Bond or Tarzan or Sherlock Holmes or something, to be in a whole bunch of different versions and in a whole bunch of different arenas, with different interpretations of him. And so no, to be honest, Tati, when I first saw it in Chicago in run-throughs, I thought it would be weird, and I was surprised by how I thought I would feel weird about it. And then I was really surprised at like how not only not weird but exhilarating I felt watching it. So that was like, again, SpongeBob continues to be this thing that surprises me all the time. Like, being a part of it, you're always hit with these fun surprises all the time, even after 20 something years. And that was just another, like, wow, who'd have thunk it kind of SpongeBob surprise.
Well, thank you very much to
Thanks,
both
Tati.
of you. We're amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Kathy.